Hello, welcome back to episode 2 of Hardcork's journey. I'm thinking of like coming up with a little jingle for Hardcork, like Hardcork, living the life of a Tarkov man, bearing it up in Tarkov land. But I don't really know yet. Anyway, so I think we're just gonna bring this level 4 in there, right? Like, what is armor for other than to use and to leverage? If you're gonna gear fear it up, like, you're just gonna be sad for so long in a row. So I say we get down to business. I think we're only gonna bring the bandage. Actually, I'm really tempted to bring the Salewa. Like, why the fuck not just go big? The only reason is for the quest, but like, we're gonna get Salewas, right? And if we have a Salewa, we don't need our bandages, right? We can save them, right? Like, if we're gonna leverage, like, let's fucking leverage, right? All right. So let's lose this kit, and we'll feel fine. We won't feel bad. We're not gonna feel bad. We're gonna feel fine. We'll feel good. Feel fine. We'll feel good. It won't hurt. I hurt a little. Okay, interchange. Let's do nighttime again. It should be pretty dark still. Can't ensure because that's not how you do your work up in Tarkov land. All right, goals for this raid. More scavenger loot, right? The only problem with bringing in the armor is that now we can't find another armor to put on our person, right? We also can't find another rig to put on our person. And we might take durability damage from said armor, right? So maybe we go back to the original plan, which is to get some hard drives for the MBSS trade, so we can get a couple of those stocked up, so that if we do run into dire straits, we have the ability to at least go out and start gathering some barter goods, even if we nakey snakey, right? I think that sounds wise. Kind of how I'm thinking about it. Strategically, I think that sounds good. Raid to raid would be really bag stacking it up, right? Because I think the thing in hardcore that I've discovered by watching a couple other people approach this process, and also kind of conceptualizing what this process would look like over the last week or two, is that, like, if everything has a barter trade and you can't buy anything, every barter good is useful, right? If everything has a barter trade, that means every barter good is useful. And so it's in your best advantage to be able to loot everything you possibly can, down to the tiniest little weird thing, right? Like the fact that matches will barter for painkillers. And like, if you have a limited supply of painkillers, it's super important to be able to take matches out with you. So for me, I'm gonna put a high priority in getting bag space. And because hard drives are so prevalent, also getting some of the DVD drives, possibly moving toward getting that MPX trade, I think would be nice too. The only concern I have is ammo. But like, if I kill a couple of Saiga sad sacks out there, just off chunk the ammo as I kill them, like, I'm sure I'll be able to sustain at least one or two of those guns early on. I think it's about getting some good kits saved up, or some like workable kits, right? Like, your goal is not for PMC downage. Your goal, I think, is for scav downage. And I think the two keys to scav downage is having a gun that will kill scavs reliably and quickly, and then two is having armor. Armor, I just think, is so huge against scavs, because anytime you go in naked, scavs are this absolute terrorizing force, because they're taking you down with like the most chode ass ammo. And anytime you have armor, it turns that ammo into nothing, right? Like, getting hit with, 7mm buckshot is a very different experience when you have any level of armor, be it level 2 P.A.K.A., right? So P.A.K.As are super valuable because taking down scavs is super important. All right, strategy rant is over. It is time to be killed immediately off spawn and to lament my existence, to feel critically sad, critically unwell. Okay. So what we can do is we can just hit up stashes from here to Timbuktu. We could go over to Scav Camp, but I'm kind of worried of people spawning there. I also don't want very long lanes of vision with my Mossberg, just because, as you might know, it's a shotgun. Pliers, cigarettes. Double Apollo. My, how fortunate. M67, so we have a grenade. The nice thing I do like about this route is that very often if you do encounter somebody who's doing a stash run the way that you are, you won't hit them at super long vision. So a gun like this will actually hold its own. Painkillers, okay. Painkillers is 5, and that's a gun. Right? Not like the greatest option, but if I get some decent ammo out of these stashes, that gun becomes really different. The problem is going to be magazines and ammo. Also, going to really want a sight for it, but I believe I can take the one off my other weapon. T-plug. See what we have in there currently. Also, get it cocked and ready to go. 855 is buffed recently, but not really what you want to bring to the party. Pretty much only going to hip fire that. Without rails or mount or anything, it's not what you're looking for. Thought I heard somebody left, but pretty much deaf without headsets. That's how I feel. I think the nice thing about that spawn is that Emercom is actually my way out, yeah. I could just get out with the DTMDR after this loot cycle. I think we'll evaluate after these 2 caches, the weapon crate and the other thing, if it's enough loot. Probably will be, because considering we can just get into another raid. Alright, just breathe, buddy. It's gonna be okay. I know I'm asking you to push yourself to the limit, but duct tape's really good right now. Aquamari is gonna be nice for out of raid healing. Any ammo is better than no ammo, so I'll take the rip. Shotgun. Trying to be a little quieter just in case somebody's up above. Blood set and juice. We'll just grab both. Don't really need to use the juice yet, so. I feel like I'm hearing somebody sprinting, which could be that scav, but it's really hard to tell sometimes. It's pretty early in the raid. You never know who might still be around here. It'd be too early for me to expect people extracting. If somebody late spawns or waits before they move in, wouldn't super surprise me. Alright, we'll grab the lunchbox needed for quests. This goes on, say 58. And M61 is absolutely fucking top tier, so. Alright, put this out. AA batteries, everything's useful. I'm actually going to drop the rip ammo because we're going to get a lot of the standard buckshot, and it's going to take us further than any rip ammo will. Alright, so the way we're approaching this exfil here is assuming somebody is on or near tents. We'll poke, listen, poke out, listen, sprint a little, check, check. See if my strength will support the jump here, but ordinarily you can get up there. Right. Successful raid. Alright, we have a DTMDR. We can throw our sight on there. That's going to be very nice. Look at that outer raid load. Nice update by our overlords here. All right, so DTMDR. Let's move our armor down. Throw the DTMDR here. Go ahead and decide to throw this on this because that's going to be better. Oh yeah, that's actually nice. What kind of place for this item? Can't unload in your... Okay. So let's do our inventory managements. Random ammo. I don't think we have an area for food yet. So food is here. Drink is here. This, T-plug, T-plug. 3 of these Apollos, which I don't think you trade off until later on. Yeah, so that particular raid, we'll call weapon attachments down here. For that particular raid, I just didn't get a good opportunity to go inside, and so I didn't really see the reason. I had enough loot that I just wanted to get out. Like, it's just nice to get some of these base things started, and the fact that I have another gun, one that is arguably... Are you kidding me? Oh, I think it's because that makes sense. Arguably one that is better than the 8R, right? I figured might as well make it out with that, right? Like the base stats are actually really fucking reasonable. Excuse the language. Don't believe that this can go on that in any way. Okay. That actually goes in there. That's actually really nice to know. So we have a second kit here. The 8R is going to stay up there. So we have 1 mag for the 8R, 1 mag for this. I think what I'm actually going to do, just to prepare ahead of time, it's going to be keep 29 in there. Keep that in there. Keep that separate side. We should be good to go. Keep that in there. So we have about a mag and a half, which will be a good combo between the two. Not that I really need to do these things now, but you know, why not? Full mag here, half mag there. Paper, lamp, pliers. We'll take the painkillers, keep them with us. Sparters for something in the future, I think. Or you can craft green gunpowder with it. We'll actually put that, just put barter goods. Alright, so I think we're ready for our next raid. Take the same thing out, except we'll take painkillers. It's really nothing worse than getting legged and having to hobble the rest of your way throughout an entire map. That's the thing I'm going to struggle with, is like, absolutely love survival kits and being able to fix blacked limbs. So, it's not going to be quite dark, but I think it'll be dark enough. Can't ensure, so we'll check here actually. Slay with painkillers, enough ammo, helmet, that's about all we can bring. Alright, let's hop into our next one here. Let's cut off the load time too. See you on the other side. Alright, so we are loading in. I would like to at least shoot this Mossberg once before I die with it. I would at least I'd like to get shot in the chest just once before I die with my chest. But I'm happy to say that I got through one raid with this kit. That's all you can really ask for these days, you know? I don't remember if that was a run through. I didn't notice. I don't think it was, actually. I think we actually got enough experience through search and through looting. Usually I loot everything and then I, you know, poop it out. So I might start doing that just for the looting XP. Also, it levels your perception, which increases your hearing distance, which is really useful in my opinion. I think, you know, all these skills in this game are things that you pay for, right? Like you pay for hearing distance by buying a headset, right? Where like you can get better hearing distance through a skill. And of course you want both because you want to leverage as many advantages as you can. Same is true of all of your recoil skills, like your gun skills, like assault rifle, and then also just recoil. Okay, so what we're gonna do is actually just loot out this location. We're not gonna flip the switch. There's a stash back here. We're not gonna flip the switch. Basically, my goal is for somebody to come here wanting to flip the switch, not hear me, right? And get bamboozled by my superior skills. So what I'm gonna do is the moment I get inside, I'm gonna start going walk speed so that I will hear anybody who approaches this facility. All ammo is good ammo at this point. Literally except that ammo. Ugh. Nails are good, bolts are good. Don't mind going a little slower here. Anything worth doing is worth doing right. So, nothing wrong in taking your good old time. Matches as we said, I believe that's a trade for a painkiller. These toolboxes are extraordinary for the things that we need. Cyclone, both of these will sell incredibly well just to vendors. Well, pretty much want to exfil already. 2 bolts, 1 gunpowder, which is perfectly acceptable loot here. Since we have a shotgun, we can actually fill up that slot too. You know what most people will do here is they'll shut the doors so that people have less angles on them, but I think, honestly, the amount of times that people approach this without really paying attention because you've left those things open, it looks unlooted, power's not on. I find that to be actually better and more important than shutting the doors, right? Like I actually think that that provides a better benefit. Can't remember what the GM counts are for. I think they're for a quest, but you know, who cares? These croutons are also for a quest. Zibbo is for barter for grenade. Nice grenade. Actually, I think they need the relays, but I think I need duct tapes more for the meds. Definitely don't need the PRS now. Okay. Customs office key. I'm pretty sure that's for a quest early on, so pretty happy to find that. Already looted that. I knew that. Not a big deal. Just testing you guys, see if you're paying attention. Car's not here. Wouldn't have money if it was. GP coin. Could vendor it, but I probably will keep it for trades. I just value the barter trades for weapons because having good weapons that can kill PMCs is such a, I imagine is going to be such a rarity on this hardcore account. Unless I'm like really slapping some PMCs and grabbing their shit. I have a bunch of Apollos. I don't think I need that. And I think the wires are going to be pretty prevalent later on. Again, we're at the point where like we pretty much want to leave the raid. So what I'm going to do, because we have 2 MBSSs, right? I believe they're 1 hard drive each. We have 2 backpacks in our bag, essentially, right? Which is worthy of exfiltration. Also, we have 2 bolts. Very important early. Shipping. Let's drink the milk so we can grab some more barter goods. I didn't pick them up. Pretend they're not there. I love the irons on this. They're actually like effectively tell you where your bullet is going to go, which seems like such a luxury in Tarkov sometimes. Another duct tape. Actually take that over that. Blue tape. They're both about the same rarity, so we're going to get plenty of blue tapes, and I would rather have meds early on. Is this a gun? Fucking legit. Nice. Let's go ahead and get that ready. Should be full of BP. They're usually full of BP when they're in the case like that. BP is just like 1 step below BT. So it actually can take down some PMCs, and it's going to certainly get through anything that a scav has. So jump over that. Boy, I don't think we're ever going to level strength. How the fuck are we going to get overweight? Herring, Wilson's, this, nope, I don't think. It's for a quest. I think we take all that over it. So, I guess this is just my perspective, but like good rule of thumb is like sprinting, right? I think one of the things to learn in Tarkov is when to sprint, when not to sprint. The thing about sprinting is like, gets you from A to B much faster, right? Drains stamina, certainly. But it increases the distance to which you can be heard by such a significant amount, right? If I had to estimate, like, your audible, like just your base level of audio is audible from like a distance by 50% greater than what it would be by just walking at max speed, right? So you want to make sure that you're, like, when you're sprinting, you want to really remember, like, it's way louder to other people than it is on your screen. That is going to save your fucking ass in Tarkov, right? Like, if you're having a trouble by, like, if you think that there are a shitload of campers in this game, and you're somebody who sprints a lot, stop sprinting for a couple of raids and just fast walk like this and see how many campers you encounter, right? So after having sprinted a lot and then stopped, my very, very strong impression is that I was the person who was camping other people because I would hear them coming before they would hear me because they were sprinting and I was fast walking. And so I'd get the drop on them, right? I would set up an ambush because I'd be like, oh, there's a guy sprinting here. I'll stop moving and get ready. And so that person, when he dies to me, assumes, oh, that guy's been there for, that guy's been there the whole game just waiting for me. No, I literally just came across you. Let's see if this is going to be a run through. Won't be soon. I think I've got enough looting XP, honestly, like all the things I've searched and looted. So, don't see anyone up above. All right, time to focus in for a second here, but nobody up above. Nobody across. My only threats are people who are down here. So I'm going directly against my advice, but I just want to get out of vision. And I'm pretty much just going to have to heads up fight anybody who's down here. It's a nice little spot back here my friend taught me about. Shout out to Maleficus. Alright. Another success. Put one in the books. Nice. Good levels. Good XP. Consistent runs. I think that's the thing I'm looking for. Like, mine might not be the most exciting or flashiest hardcore run, but it's gonna show you how to get it done. That's my hope, at least, right? Like, very efficient, effective runs to get yourself started, to get yourself established, and then once you're established, you can start leveraging that to really get some things done. Thermometer, I will need one of them, but I'm sure I'll get it at some points. Let's offload everything here. Some good meds there, actually. Croutons, I believe that'll be a quest item. We'll put that down here. Here. I think we can just sell off the fuel conditioner. We're going to get plenty, truthfully. This is going to be some good cash to get our hideout started. I think we take a look at that right after we sell those. I'm going to keep our GP coin. Again, very consistent run. Customs key, room 214. This is customs. This is customs. I think these are customs too. Yeah, all of this is customs. Nice. Those are dorms. This is that. Okay, we're ready for our next run. So I think what we do here is sell this stuff off. That's a nice little ruble stack we got going there. So ideally, right, I want to get the workbench going. Let's just spend some cash here. What do we need for workbench? Oh, so we can buy that. I believe we can just buy from mechanic. Remember. Yep, mechanic here. Spamming this stuff really quick, just so we don't have to waste time in raid. Nothing worse than like being in raid and not being able to loot something. You have to examine it. It is killer. I think Pastelli just did a factory run, and like I wonder how many people were lamenting the fact that like because it's a fresh account, they couldn't like loot the first kill they got right away. For those reasons. Nice. It's good that we actually have that. Let's go ahead and construct this. The other thing that we don't really have, so this is actually super nice. It's 120 Magnum buckshot from these two things. The only thing is that we'll need power in order to be able to start that. So I guess prioritizing fuel would be good, and also within those fuel runs, if we can get some extra shotguns, that would be good as well. I believe this is for reds, yeah. We do have our blue. We have everything to get that Magnum buckshot, which is really nice. Let's actually just get the lavatory here too. So cheap. Lots you can craft here. All right. Just spend all our cash into this. Like, honestly, why not? I think we need illumination. Security. I want to say that this is a little more expensive. Yes. Okay, so we spent everything, but we still need the generator. So getting some more rubles and then getting some fuel, and then we can start crafting some of this. So the next shotguns we get, we can take out our preferred ammo type, I think is really nice. Also, a lot of other crafts that are good here. This is not a bad craft as well. All right, so let's load into another run. We'll take our AKS off here. We can just stack that right there. Let's load into another run. And I'll see you when we load in. All right, ladies and germs. So I haven't actually loaded in yet, but very, very, very quickly, I wanted to just show you that I'm traded those two in for a couple MBSS's. Just throw our bags below the barter goods here. Only had two of them, but that's actually really nice. We've got 2 extra bags to associate with some of our future staff. So I guess it's not going to be that nighttime, but you know, we can do it. We'll start loading in. Yeah, I guess that's what's up. I guess that's what we do. All right. Yeah. All right, we're loading in. Same story as previous raids where I'd love to be able to shoot this Mossberg once, but also very happy to keep cashing away some loot that is gonna keep us from having to do these naked runs in the future. So we late spawn by 20 seconds. Not a huge deal. I think what we do is kind of similar in the sense that we will start around the right side here, curve all the way around, and then go back up the Oli ramp there. Meds will be nice. PP ammo is decent. A pistol is nice. We can take that to factory. Maybe get some cheeky loot. I think it's really funny the way we adopt certain words based on like who we watch stream. If you're somebody who loves watching people stream, it's like I never would start saying cheeky until I started watching Pastilli. Very entertaining. He drives me nuts sometimes when I watch him because some of the decisions he makes are just hurt. 7.5. I can't remember if I give a shit about 7.5. Either way, we got space for it, so why not? Crackers. So I think a good, you know, not that this is a Tarkov 101, but good rule of thumb is to loot kind of everything you come across, because you're going to get looting XP for it. And also you're going to get XP in some of your skills for how much you loot into your inventory. Base. I guess it's an R37FX kind of game. So on this quick stash run, sometimes but very rarely, I have people who will kind of also trail around the same way. And it usually ends up being whoever sees the other person first. So I'm trying to aim high in the sense that like I'm trying to keep my vision far in front of me. It doesn't always keep you alive, especially considering I'm rolling with a pretty broad spread shotgun here. Condensed milk is nice to sell. Vodka is good to sell. That's good to drink or trade for BS ammo later on. It's a really nice barter for a hardcore account. Very few ways you can have access to high tier ammo other than crafting, looting. Very few barters for it as well. Honestly, I'm not even going to take the T ammo. It's not worth my time. So my plan to just curve around here, kind of hit up the weapon box, then the stash, and then head up and look for scavs and maybe one fuel. Like, that would be such an ideal run if I could get one fuel. Scav kill would be nice. I'd love to grab a helmet for this kit as well. I believe this can go on our Adar. Cordura is really good for later barters. I'm going to grab it for now, but don't know if it actually gets us there till that point. 9x18, we can actually throw this into our one of the weapons we've gotten, so the cutter. Make sure nobody's up there. Prone to lower our profile. Metal cutting scissors will be important later. We can just grab those now. The Nixer is good. Honestly, I'm just gonna drop that shit, both of it. I guess only just one of them. Again, one of these situations where should I just get out? Right? Like, totally can. Probably would have enough XP to do so. Don't mind me, just hallucinating footsteps to my left. Alright, so now kind of when we get more toward inside, we kind of go on a no sprint policy. Because we're really in the business of catching other people sprinting rather than them catching us. So we're going to be looking for fuel here. Fuel can spawn along here. Ooh, those water filters are good, but don't really hit the spot yet. I think we grab it anyway. I think they sell for like 15k to a vendor, so why not, right? Or just throw it on the ground, no big deal. Check for hard drives for more backpacks. Cord, I can't remember if I need cords early. Just gonna leave that there for now. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I get it. I'm cheating. Bringing a lot of batteries and pliers. Probably still more important than the filter, but whatever. So a lot of people are going to be back there. Scavs can spawn up here. Another possible fuel spawn is there, here. Nice, we got our fuel. Do need screws. Let's drop our vase and our vodka. I think the vase is going to vendor well, but honestly don't think it's worth... Yeah, we can take it over the MRE. We can move this here. We're going to drop one filter. Keep the... We dropped the Cordura. We just don't need them yet, as much as we want them. Actually, we do need vendor items, because we need money for that hideout upgrade. We can start crafting. We will also need motors, and this is a very good run for motors, as well as upside down main tanks. Should we grab the other fuel? Yes, we should. Should we drop this? Yes, we should. Should we drop this? Yes, we should. Should we drop this? Yes, we should. Let's grab the fuel. Tippy. Don't mind me. Just fucking stupid. El Justo, El Grondo. Why not? Need to press that. So we're at Emercom. No scav daddies here. Should have enough time here. Just skedoodle. Just hoping nobody has set up shop. Little leg pain. Didn't hurt nobody. This is what I believe is the safest path out of Emercom. I've done it a bajillion times in a bajillion ways, and this works really well. If you're overweight, it's great because you can just prone and crawl for a while, and then you get up and sprint. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. What is this life that I'm living? That is a fucking straight heart attack right there. I don't think I can fit this rig, but I really want to. The hose is good. Just assuming he's alone, like the fact that he's doing a stash run. I'm gonna grab those. That sugar, I don't think I need it yet. See if he's got meds on his person. The 856 is good. We dropped the hot rod for sure. This is good vendor value. Move that there. Move this here, move this here, move these here, move these here, move this here for vendor. Oh, we don't need that. We have that already. We move the hose here. Bleach is also good because you can vendor for a helmet with the bleach. Don't need the circuit board. Don't need the USB. We don't need the circuit board. Drink this. Grab the 856. We grab that. We grab the 60 BT. So we've got a couple more slots here. So we can grab the sugar. Grab the nuts. I think we just grab his tag. Throw that on. Yeah, I don't think we can get these big ticket items out if we wanted to take this. Yeah, it takes up so much space. So he gets that back. I think we can drop this and this. I think it's actually a better play to grab the bleach. We can drink this just to fill up our food. Where are those shots? They scare me. Alright, let's just fucking get this. Let's just get the fuck out of here. I'm scared. That dude. I must have messed that guy up in the sense that like he is gonna have some scary dreams tonight. Ooh, we got a tri-zip. It's nice. It's very nice. All right. Every single one of these things went right into his stomach, so that's, I think, the 424. So he must have been damaged. Interesting. That's very interesting, actually. Can't do it. All right. Huh. Good run. Can't be mad about that one. Very nice to be graced with random speckling of good loot and a nice huge bag. I think we're going to be bringing that trizip out as well. Another, essentially the Keter, right? It has the 30 rounder. More ammo. The 8.56 is much better than what we have in here, so that's cool because you can bring it for the DTMDR. This can be sold. This can be bartered. Put this by our barter goods for now. Barter goods for now. Pistol. It's really nice to have. A couple mags for it. Don't think we'll need all those mags, but hey, if you got them, you got them. Throw down here for now. Hose down here. Metal cutting scissors down here. Fuel. Bleach. Vodka vase, we will just sell off immediately. Same for the condensed milk. Probably can do the same for the mixer, but I think it's a little bit hard to get that later on. Screws are very nice because we'll need them. Will we? I think they're for the stash upgrade, and I won't need them because I'm on EOD. This will go in our Keter. Just put it right next to it, actually. Just fill up the mag. Okay. We'll just actually vendor that off as well. Cool. These here, those in there. Keep that there, keep this there. 100, this. Guess we can grab 2 more. Bookshot, considering we're going to be able to craft it pretty soon here. Nice. That's exactly what we needed, really. About 100k. Could keep this, but I don't think I'm gonna find the attachment for it and an SVDS anytime soon. I believe the SVDS is the only thing that puppy goes on. Sweet. Let's go to hideout. We build our generator. Hey, episode 2 generator. How exciting. Alright, let's just throw both our fuel in there, just so they're not taking up space. Generator's on, so we can just start a craft. Let's see what else we can actually craft right now. I have no idea what this ammo is like. But I do know that this ammo is good, and we're also going to be very likely be getting more shotguns as we go, so it's a pretty safe bet to start that. This is actually a pretty nice. Ripstop and Fleece is pretty common to get out of those stashes. Okay, so we did need the screws. That's good. I'm glad we grabbed them. We need more hoses. We'll need a drill. All good interchange options. Guess we can just throw a little cash in there. Why the hell not? What else are we really wanting to upgrade? What can we get out of the med station right now? So we can get that. We make a couple cheeses. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a better use of meds at the moment, and I don't have any extra medications, so that looks good to me. Let's take a look at our barters. Okay. Decent. 1 out of 2 for a nice helmet. The helmet is actually performs well above its level. We can just trade this here. Why not? We'll need it for out of healing rating. Or out of raid healing, rather. Level 2 endurance. We're pretty much fucking amazing. So... Alright, well I think that actually concludes it for episode 2, so thanks for sticking in there. It's been a fun ride. I've really enjoyed this so far. It's definitely a really interesting way of playing. You know, like you just have value out of items that you would never have value out of, right? It's been fascinating to say the least. So yeah, I hope you guys stick in there. I think it's going to be interesting moving forward. Let's grab these car batteries. Or car first aid kits. The other battery. Throw it next to our meds. Look at that. We're fucking sitting pretty right now. All right. I will see you on the other side, everybody. All right. So I was going to cut it there, but I kind of want to do one more bonus raid because we still have all this gear, and I'm pretty sure it's right about time that we lose it. Also, the reality is that I'm having a super lot of fun, and I need to go to bed for work, and I don't wanna. So let's do one more raid, and we'll tack it right on the end here, or we'll just do it as a one-off video. But yeah, let's see here. We got this, that, and that, and that, and the other thing. Check our hideout. I think for some reason. So this is not going to be done. I think I can just turn this off. Like, I mean, granted, it's really easy to get more of it, but I really won't need any of this until tomorrow. Yeah, I won't need this till tomorrow. And so it's not a big deal to get this done today or later. So let's go ahead and pop ourselves into an interchange. Let's get dark with it. And let's go. Yeah, I guess, you know, and I think the fun thing with starting a new account is like trying to decide like what direction you want to bring it in. What are your goals? Like, do you want to just make a bunch of money? And when you're playing standard Tarkov, right? Like the goal is to get a bunch of shit in your stash so that you can go out fat every raid if you want to. And the goal with Hardcore Tarkov, I think, is different, where it's like just sustaining yourself and getting to the point where like you can continue to do raids, I think is kind of like where Hardcore Tarkov really becomes a different type of gameplay than a standard Tarkov experience, because you're not using the flea, so it's not just about picking up the things that will sell the most, but picking up the things that are like most useful to you and to how you approach playing the game, which I think is really interesting and really different. Right? Like haven't shot at a player yet, right? Like this is episode 2+, and I haven't encountered a PMC, because that's kind of how I play Tarkov. I play Tarkov in such a way that like I want to get the most loot possible with the least risk possible, right? Like I really want to stash up, I want to upgrade, I want to be ready. But I also love fighting. I love just taking down noobs, taking down big boys, and just getting all their shit and putting them in my backpack. Okay, so this is an interesting spawn here. We have a lot of options here. Let's grab this actually. Anyway, rant over. I kind of want to go inside and get some shit fucking cooking, right? Ooh, that BPM was really nice. Interesting to get 2 stacks of rubles. DPZ FMJ is good. It's not good, but it's it exists. Alright, so doing stashes would actually be just fine considering the weather conditions. I'd have a lot of coverage. I'm kind of feeling inclined to get some more hard drives for some more backpacks. Oh my god. Oh dear lord. That is a fucking fat team. Oh my gosh. It's unbelievable that they didn't see or hear me. I think they're waiting on the stairs. Unless they're just out of earshot from me. Oh. And it's funny because I've got like a level 4 chest, some fucking shotgun. Who gives a shit? But like, bro, that's like That's good shit for me. And I was about to get fucking dusted off. Alright. Take it up just a short notch here. I'm guessing they're going more inside the mall. Why would they be going to backside of Oli if they're fucking fat? Let's make sure that they didn't stop. Just because I lost audio cues, but it's probably just because I don't have a headset and I have level 1 perception. Alright. Anyway, apparently I was talking about something, but I got scared by... literally a herd of Chads ran past me. My fucking god. I think that was a PMC. Looked like a very lightly geared PMC. Yes, but he's got enough. Got enough to sustain me. I think this is like a really good rig. Okay. Nice to get an extra. That is a nice rig. Alright, PST GZH. It's pretty budgety. Guessing the people above me heard me. Right. I'd love to sprint, but I don't. If they are in Oli by any chance, I don't know why they would be. I just don't want them to hear me sprint. Wish that guy had a headset. I could really use one. Headsets get me so many kills and they save me so often just based on the way that I play. Oh shit. I'm a fucking full potato. Holy shit. I'm a full potato. I'm literally fucking Idaho, fucking homegrown potato. You're scared. One down. Alright, let's reload. Alright, they seem fucking scared. I think I might pursue. Aggression. Alright. Alright. So, welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got fucking 3 randos who scared the living fucking shit out of me. 2 randos there. First rando. Oh. Alright, let's... We out of... We are out of Magnum buckshot. Alright, I brought just the right amount. Okay. Block. Okay, here. Alright, let's see if we can situate this. Pack, we do want the helmet. Can you do helmets in here? No, but we can do this. We can take this off. Put it in here, put that in there, put this in there, this in there, this in there. Move that over, move this down, move this in. Grab this, grab that. Grab this extra mag, which is empty. Scroll down here, go here. Grab his TT. Do we take this? That's a great question. Do we take this? That's a great question. All right, certainly we take this over that because they're both level 2. And the question is, do we take this rig over that armor? I think we take the armor over the rig at this point in time. It also is congruous with everything we've been saying up to this point, which is that rigs are important, armor is more important for killing scavs. Helmet is good. All right. The other thing I could have done was attach the suppressed weapon. Should have saved 2 slots, but honestly, I'm not too fucking bothered at the moment. All right, we need another painkiller running. All right, the nice thing is that this will be the last raid of the night, so I can just get it to the exfil, and I'll heal overnight and get into some new ones tomorrow. All right, take a bit of a breather. I really didn't have to shoot at them, but I'm what you call stupid, right? Risked everything for the biscuit. And we got the biscuit this time, so there's something to be said for that. I think we're actually going to start with this, even though there's 3 shots. I think we have a better chance of killing with this than I do with that other pistol. I don't know if there's anything that will replace here out of these caches. Guess we can just grab this for metabolism. Yeah, the reality is I should just be sprinting for extraction. Pretty sure that level 4 saved me. Really just want to sprint here, but I don't think it's wise. Just because I think my dude's gonna be yelling. Like, I think I'm in more danger to audio than I am to somebody seeing me, right? And so sprinting will threaten me in audio. Or like I'm gonna be sprinting the same path, so anyone will have the same amount of vision that they would have as if I walked past. I guess the advantage to sprinting is that it's harder for them to hit a good shot. I don't mind how much damage I take right now, so I'll make it out. Man, I guess it was a popular spot underneath there for some pistol puppies. All right. I love it. I love that it's like a level 38 and a level 41. I just find that to be really entertaining. I did get headshots on both of them, which is interesting. That's the nice thing. There's almost like this weird advantage to that buckshot having like a really wide spread, which is that like you're accidentally hitting more headshots than you would on a tighter spread ammo type. So I find that to be really helpful, actually. All right, we're level 5. No healing, but those fractures should repair over time because it's going to be our last raid of the night. Let's just off-put all of our gear, and then we'll call it good. All right, so let's take inventory here. All right, 1 pistol, 2 pistols, 3 pistols. 1 with a suppressor and a Romeo sight, I want to say. Okay. Some nice BP ammo that's going to be huge later on. It's for the M9A3. It's pretty nice. Did they not bring extra mags? Oh, I did have 1 Glock mag. I don't think he brought an extra mag. Not that I saw, at least. Those are useful. Screws are useful. Bandage is useful. We can move the Salewa over. So our interest is in making sure we don't use these up so that we can actually trade them in. I guess the question is, do they need to be found in raid? If we did find them, that's all that counts, okay? That's nice. So we'll probably bring a new one out. Throw this here. Some ammo is better than none. You can always sell that off or get rid of it later. We have 2 of these 3M armors, which is, I think, half of what we need for the quest, which is pretty significant. We do have a spare armor now. We don't have any rigs, but I think we can work around that. Oh, I do have a headset. I don't remember who I grabbed it from, if it was from first guy or second guy. We have a headset. I think we're going to go ahead and keep headset and armor. Let's go for a mechanic repair here. Actually not bad. That's pretty workable durability still. Spare helmets. This, that, and the other thing. We've got 2 out of 3 masks for another pack of vest. We're out of the buckshot, but when we log in tomorrow, it will be ready for us. Only have 2 painkillers, but I'm really glad I brought them there. It would have been a sad little hobble fest toward the exfil if I didn't. So anyway, hey, if you're watching, thanks for watching. It's been fun for me, so hopefully you enjoyed it to some extent. Feel free to leave any feedback. Like it if you like it, don't if you don't. And I'll see you next time.